Hello and good evening, my friends. Welcome back to India's largest learning platform, Unacademy Plus. So, what is Unacademy Plus and what does Plus subscription mean? And what do we get out from this Plus subscription? So, you get the best courses here at Unacademy Plus, whichever course you want to opt for, and you also largest learning platform, unlimited live and recorded courses from India's best educators. That is what you get here. Friends, once again, I am Sumati Sharma, your educator at Plus Subscription. I'm a postgraduate in arts stream. I have an experience of working as principal and vice principal for 15 years. I have been into this education sector from past 20 years. I have an experience of teaching CAT aspirants, also the students who were pursuing for or who are pursuing for the other management entrance exams like MAT, MBA, BBA, BCA, CLAT, BPO, etc. I also have the experience of teaching students of grade 9 to 12 subjects like social studies and English. But guys, I'm a passionate marathoner. I love to take up challenges. I am a self motivator and I am a lover of sports, all in all. So, this was a small introduction about me. Let's get going with the features of Plus subscription. So, you get to attend the daily live classes here at Plus subscription. You can engage yourself, you can chat with your educator, solve your problem, your doubts, your questions there and then while the session is going on. You also get a personalized, structured course for yourself with the help of the educator. You can attend the live tests and quizzes, which give you a detailed analysis and about your performance, whether you are there on the track or not, whether your performance is improving or it is declining. So, your educator is best one there to help you out in that. Schedule. Now, the schedule that works for you is very systematically and very methodically planned. There is again an advantage for you that if you want to go in for a session in your own language, or if you do not want to attend a session which is purely in English or purely in Hindi, or maybe mixed, but other than that, so we have sessions where there are more than 12 other languages. These sessions are taken by our educator. So you get your doubts cleared here. You can solve your problems. You can also get your answers immediately by your educators while the class is going on. You also get to attend the live polls here, which helps you in making a mark for yourself, making a place for yourself on the leaderboard. You get a detailed analysis and a report along with your competitive stats of where you stand after it is even after the topic you've done, topic wise or the question wise, the time spent per question on your tests, your quizzes, your mocks, etc. So you get a detailed analysis for that also. You have an access to the best and quality material in relation to any of your courses or exam that you are appearing for. And if you that will help you in case you want to practice more after your sessions, so you can take the help of that material and you can get yourself moving on. So my friends, what are we waiting for? 12 months course if you are looking at, then you just have to pay 15,750. Otherwise, the course is for 17,500. But you will get a 10% discount here only if you will use my code SUMATI. And if you're looking for a 24 months course, which is for 21,000, you again can avail a 10% discount by using my referral code SUMATI, and you will just be paying 18,900. What are we waiting for? And do not let this opportunity go out of your hands. Okay, so our session is again on more synonyms today. Well, I am enjoying this a lot because I can now recap, revise I am slowly again building up my vocabulary bank, and I hope you are also doing the same. So the word for today starting with is aroma. Now, aroma, which means scent. Aroma means a scent, khushbu. Now, it is not related to a bad smell. This aroma is a good smell, not a bad smell. So let's see. A for aroma. A delicious aroma was coming from the kitchen. बहुत अच्छी खुशबू किचन से आ रही थी. R for redolence. He could smell about the all-pervading redolence of incense. Incense, आप जिसको अगरबत्ती बोलते हैं, धूप बत्ती. So he could smell above all-pervading redolence, smell of incense. O for odor. Now, odor आपके दो meaning में use होता है. It can be used in two contexts, एक bad smell or a good smell, right? So here the house was filled with foul odor, but we can make use of this word odor in other way also, that to avoid odor from the street, he lit the room with he lit an incense stick, or he lit the room, he lit an incense, he lit an incense stick, and the room was giving a nice odor. This is how you can use this odor in the other context, by telling that this is just not the bad smell but good smell also. M for musk. Musk is used for perfume and stimulant. Musk is something which smells good, is used for perfumes and stimulant. A for attar. Attar is the rarest balm. Its price is even more expensive than gold. So, attar is a kind of a balm, and it might be having some qualities, must be very strong and very nice in smell, that its price is even more expensive than gold. Just a second, I'll just turn on the light. Yeah. So, moving on to our next, scent. Now, scent means, again, smell or an odor. Now, scent can be used in both the references, good smell as well as bad smell. So, good scent and bad scent. S for scent. The scent of lemons filled the grove. That means a very nice, a very good scent of lemons, smell of lemons filled the grove. C for cologne. The combined smell of garlic and eau de cologne was terrible. तो एज सेंट हमने देखा कि दोनों कॉन्टेक्स्ट में यूज किया जाता है, गुड स्मेल एंड बैड स्मेल. So the combined smell of garlic and eau de cologne was terrible. It was awful. It was bad. E for essence. The essence of Arsenal's style of football was speed. Now, it is not used here in the context of smell. Essence means here the whole, the complete style of Arsenal was dependent on speed. But the essence of his virtues made him very popular. Again, something which is good here. It is being talked good here, but used in a different context. N for nose. It's N for nose, but we smell from nose only. So all kinds of smell we smell from nose only, through nose only. A sweet smell greeted the nose. T. T for toilet water here. Are medicated oil and toilet water done have driving the mosquito effect? That means have the medicated oil and toilet water. This is a kind of a smell to drive away the mosquito. So did they have any effect in driving away the mosquito? So see, odor I was telling you about, unbearable odor was emanating from the room. So very, it यहाँ एक बहुत बहुत awful or very bad scent. It was emanating from room. It was unbearable. Everybody has liked the odor of coffee. Now here it is something which is liked by everybody. The odor of coffee. So this is how we can use in negative as well as in positive sense. Apparent. Something that seems to be real or true, but it may not be real or true. A for apparent. His guilt is in front of all. It is apparent. It is known to all. B, culpable. The tension between Amy and Jim is something which is true and may not be. It is not apparent. It is not very prominent. P, perceptible. His lips curved in a barely perceptible smile, a very prominent, visible smile. A, appreciable. Your efforts are really appreciable. So it is apparent, it is known, it can be seen that your efforts are really appreciable. Next, we'll carry on with apparent. Now, R, recognizable. The bird is recognizable by its flattened Beak. It is known by its flattened beak. It is prominent. It is visible. It is apparent by its, so it recognizable by its flattened beak. E, evident. It was evident that she was unhappy. It could be made out. बहुत साफ दिखाई दे रहा था that she was unhappy. N, noticeable. He is noticeable in that huge gathering because of his pink trousers. So it is apparent. We can make out. He can be recognized very easily in that huge gathering because of his pink trousers. T, tangible. We need tangible evidence if we are going to take any legal action. So we need some apparent, some prominent evidence if we are going to take a legal action. Awful. Awful means very bad. A for awful. I've had a really awful haircut. W, woeful. They displayed woeful ignorance of the safety rules. Very bad, very woeful, very depressing, very distressed ignorance of the safety rules. F for frightful. They left the house in a frightful, in a very bad, they left everything scattered here and there. They left the house in a frightful mess. U, unsightly. His skin was covered with unsightly blotches. Blotches are the marks which look very bad. Blotches. His skin was covered with unsightly, very bad, not good to look at blotches. L, lamentable. This lamentable state of affairs lasted until 1947. This very bad, this pathetic, awful, this lamentable state of affairs lasted until 1947. Brilliant meaning very bright. B for brilliant. She was a brilliant public speaker. R, radiant. She was radiant. She was beaming. She was very, very radiant with joy at her wedding. I, illuminating. His autobiography provides an illuminating insight into his mind. कि ऑटोबायोग्राफी से पता चलता है कि बहुत पढ़ने पे पता चलता है, बहुत एक इंसाइट, बहुत एक अच्छी हमें एनलाइटनमेंट या हमें इंसाइट इनटू द माइंड हमें उसकी नॉवल ऑटोबायोग्राफी पढ़ने से जो मिला है. L, luminous. My watch has a luminous dial so that I can see it in the dark. L, lucent. Dense, foggy mornings, frosty nights, a lucent, very shining, very bright crown of brilliant red and golden leaves on the distant ridge. Okay. I will add here. Can be seen. So dense, foggy mornings, frosty nights, a lucent crown of brilliant red and golden leaves can be seen on the distant ridge. Incandescent. The mountain's snow-white peak was incandescent against the blue sky. It was so bright and beautiful and brilliant. It was so incandescent, full of colors, so bright. The mountain's snow-white peak, they're talking about snow white. What was bright? The snow-white peak was incandescent against the blue sky. A for ablaze. Cars and buses were set ablaze during the riot. N, which also means shining or glossy. Her entry into the hall in that knitted, knitted wedding gown left everyone awestruck. It was so shining and glossy. T for twinkling. A galaxy of twinkling stars matched the thousands of sparkling city lights. Crap. Crap means nonsense, something which does not make any sense. C for crap. You don't believe all that crap, do you? R for rubbish. Stop talking rubbish. A, absurdity. The absurdity of the situation made everyone laugh. P, pap. Today's children have been stuffed with pap from the television. That means it's all crap on television. Today's children have been stuffed with pap from the television. Cheerful, which means happy. C for cheerful. She's cheerful in spite of his illness. Even when he is so ill, she's still happy. She's still cheerful, keeping up her spirits high. H for happy. He looks so happy seeing his friend after so many years. E, elated. He was greatly elated by success. He was greatly enthralled. He was very, very elated. He was very happy. E, eudaimonic. His eudaimonic air was attributed to the fact that his parents purchased a new Range Rover for his birthday. So he was flying in the air. He was on cloud number 9. Yes, that is also when you are very, very happy. So words like ecstatic, elated हमने देख लिया. Then you can also use this phrase for being very, very happy, or uh, cloud number 9 and on top of the world. These are phrases which you can use in the sentences if you have to show that you are very happy or if someone is very, very happy. So I was on cloud number 9 when I met my friend after so many years. His eudaimonic air was attributed to the fact that his parents purchased a new Range Rover for his birthday. Rollicking. R for rollicking. I'm having a rollicking good time. Very, very happy, cheerful, rollicking time. F, frolicsome. That means to amuse oneself in a very light manner. You two never leave a chance to be in a frolicsome manner. That's really good. So you two are always enjoying, are always happy, and you don't ever leave a chance to be in a frolicsome mood. U for upbeat. She's a very jolly, upbeat sort of a person. Very jolly, very happy, go on, happy, elated sort of a person, cheerful sort of a person, upbeat sort of a person. L, light-hearted. They were light-hearted and prepared to enjoy life. They were happy and they were prepared to enjoy their life. Callous. Callous means very indifferent. It is unsympathetic. It is also not having empathy, not showing empathy, very indifferent, unsympathetic. So C for callous. Let's look at more words here, which mean the same as callous, which means indifferent. He's callous about the safety of his workers. He is not bothered. He's very indifferent. He doesn't care about the safety of his workers. A for apathetic. The illness made her apathetic and unwilling to meet people. She got so sick, so ill, that it made her turn into a very apathetic person and she never wanted to meet people in her life. L. Lukewarm. My idea only received lukewarm support from your colleagues. Very indifferent support from my colleagues. L. Laodicean. The church is in the Laodicean state. Very bad, very, it's not been looked after. It has been left like in such a careless manner. So very indifferent. Nobody is looking after it. So the church is in Laodicean state. O, offhand. He was rather offhand with me. Very unsympathetic, very apathetic, very offhand with me. You unsympathetic. Her husband was unsympathetic and she felt she had no one to turn to. S, stony hearted. He is always like that, a stony hearted person. Eager, eager to do something, eager, बहुत अच्छा से, बहुत आगे होके, बहुत eager होके, anxious होके काम करना. So enthusiastic is the meaning. E for eager. I'm so eager to hear your story. A, ardent. She is at heart an ardent supporter of Roger Federer. She's very enthusiastic about him. She's very eager, always an ardent supporter of Roger Federer. G, gung ho. The film star Tom Cruise marks as the gung ho young fighter pilot in the movie Top Gun. He acts as a very enthusiastic young fighter pilot in the movie Top Gun. Gung ho, very nice word. Enthusiastic. E for enthusiastic. She's so enthusiastic about skydiving and bungee jumping. She's very eager and looking forward for skydiving and bungee jumping. R for rollicking. We are going to have a rollicking, fun-filled rollicking time. Faith. Faith means trust or a strong religious belief. F for faith. Have faith in the Almighty. Have trust. A, allegiance. He took an oath of allegiance, of trust, of faith towards his country. I, integrity. We must respect each other's territorial integrity. T, troth. Books are our teachers. They teach us to be trustful, faithful. They teach us truth, science, literature, and philosophy of life. So books are our teachers and they teach us to have faith, have belief, have trust, apart from or besides science, literature, and other subjects. H, homage. They bowed in homage to the unknown soldiers. So with a strong belief, they bowed in homage with a strong belief to the unknown soldiers. Iota. Iota means an extremely small amount. बहुत छोटा सा, बहुत बहुत ही small amount, extremely small amount को हम बोलते हैं iota. I for iota. There's not an iota of truth in his story. तो इतना सा भी सच नहीं है उसकी स्टोरी में. There is not an iota of truth in his story. O, ounce. An ounce of sugar has about 100 calories. Just an ounce of sugar. T, trace. I have been unable to trace the letter you mentioned. Now the letter was of very, it was very small in amount, in the, not amount in the physical sense, right? So I have been unable to trace the letter you mentioned. That means there were so, sorry, there were so many papers and some extra things were lying and the letters were lying. So I was unable to trace the letter you mentioned. A, atom. He could not get up an atom of sympathy for her. He could not even had that much, a small amount of sympathy for her. He could not even had a small amount of sympathy towards her or for her. Latest. Latest बहुत common word है. It means existing. अभी जो हो रहा है. L, latest. I have read his latest novel. A, a la mode. This dress is so latest. It is so existing. And you don't even believe me on that? So this dress is right now in fashion. It is existing and you don't even believe me on that. C, trendy. This color is trendy, in fashion, in fad. It is latest these days with the youngsters. E, existing. The new design will eventually replace all existing models. So the new design will replace whatever is new right now, whatever is latest right now. S, snazzy. Paula's wearing a very snazzy pair of shoes. So very latest, right now in trend pair of shoes. T, Tony. Tony is a name of a person, but Tony is also another word for latest, which is right now, which is existing, which is in trend. Tony. So if you describe something as Tony, it means stylish and sophisticated. So abhi jo chal raha hai, recent, latest, existing, it is very stylish and sophisticated. So किसी को अगर आपको describe करना है जो बहुत stylish और with fashion जो चलता है, in trend, जो trendy होता है, you can call that person Tony. Don't miss out on his Tony expressions, which are latest, which are very much in trend these days. So he follows that. So don't ever miss out on his Tony expression. Lively. Lively means energetic, full of life, very enthusiastic. L for lively. He's so lively and such an enthusiast. I for irrepressible. Her innate and irrepressible sense of humor made it all happen. She was so energetic, so lively, full of life and full of sense of humor. Her innate means innate is inborn or by birth, and irrepressible sense of humor made it all happen. That it was a success. She was a success there. We vivacious. Mary Ann was vivacious, pretty, outgoing, and a good organizer. All qualities vivacious, very energetic, very lively. E, effervescent. She's one of those effervescent personalities that you often see presenting her TV game shows. So she's full of life. She's so effervescent that you can see her presenting TV game shows. L, light stone. My friend is a light stone in a crowd, but she's a loner then on the other side. She's full of life. She's very energetic when she's amongst people, but then she is a loner actually. Why? Youthful. She has managed to maintain her youthful appearance, her youthful looks. So that is limited. Limited means not very great in amount or extent. L for limited. I have limited time with me. I, inadequate. The parking facilities are inadequate for a busy shopping center. So that's a very busy shopping center, busy mall. वहाँ की parking facilities enough नहीं है, काफी नहीं है, ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए. M, meager. She supplements her meager income by cleaning at night, by sweeping or by doing such jobs, cleaning job at night. So she supplements, वो cover up करती है her meager income, meager which is not enough for her. I, insufficient. His salary is insufficient to meet his needs. It's not enough to meet his needs. D, trifling. It was such a trifling sum of money to argue about. इतने छोटे से amount के लिए इतना argument हो रहा है. So it was such a trifling sum of money to argue about. E, exiguous. The rest of the old man's exiguous savings are donated to that poor boy. तो जितनी भी ओल्ड मैन की थोड़ी सी भी सेविंग रह गई थी, he donated all that to that poor boy. Rest of the old man's exiguous savings are donated to that poor boy. D, dinky. It was a really dinky hotel room. It was not very ravishing, it was not palatial, it was not huge, it was not big, but a very dinky, very small hotel room. Okay, so now again some slides on particular word and the synonyms related to. Words related to cry. Sob, whimper, weep and bow. Sob बहुत common है. To cry noisily while taking in short sudden breaths. जैसे बीच बीच में रुक के और फिर रोते हैं. That is called sobbing. थोड़ी थोड़ी देर में. To cry noisily while taking in short sudden breath. That is sobbing. The girl started sobbing after she fell off the swing on the playground. Whimper. Whimper किस तरह का cry होता है? To cry softly, to make a quiet crying sound. बहुत धीरे आवाज, बहुत धीमी आवाज में रोना. Whimper. She whimpered after her ice cream cone fell on the ground. Because वो दे किसी को notice नहीं करना में लाना चाहती थी. So she whimpered, cried softly after her ice cream cone fell on the ground. Weep. Cry because you are very sad. Cry while making sounds of distress. बहुत ज्यादा बहुत बहुत ज्यादा दुखी होना, बहुत रोना. Weep. He wept after his girlfriend broke up with him. This is what happens, and that is when the exact word or synonym should be used, weeping. He wept after his girlfriend broke up with him. Bawl. To cry very loudly. चिल्ला चिल्ला के ऊंची आवाज में रोना. The baby lost his favorite toy. He has been bawling for 10 minutes. So that is what babies do. They bawl, they cry in a very loud manner. So baby lost his favorite toy. He has been bawling for 10 minutes. Words related to laugh. Chuckle, snicker, giggle, and crack up. So chuckle. Chuckle means to laugh inwardly or quietly. धीरे धीरे और धीमी आवाज में हंसना. Chuckle. My joke wasn't very funny, but Ben chuckled a little when I told it. मेरा जोक इतना फनी नहीं था, but Ben धीरे से हंसा just to make me feel happy. So when I told the joke, Ben chuckled a little. Snicker. Snicker, to partially suppress a laugh as if to hide one's amusement and happiness. तो एक ऐसी तरह की हंसी अपनी हैप्पीनेस और अपनी खुशी दबाने के लिए. To partially suppress a laugh. हंसी आ रही है बट उसको दबा रहे हैं. I snickered when my friend spilled his coffee in front of the girl he liked. So I snickered. तो मुझे बहुत हंसी आ रही थी बट मैं उसको कंट्रोल कर रहा था, दबा रहा था. I snickered when my friend spilled his coffee in front of the girl he liked. Giggle. Giggle, to laugh with repeated short catches of breath. Sometimes in a childlike way. बच्चों की तरह giggle करना, बच्चों की तरह खिलखिला के हंसना. That is giggling. The children could not stop giggling while they were playing in the snow. The children, बच्चे, they were not able, the children who were playing in the snow, they were not able to stop giggling. बच्चों की तरह हंसना, it's giggling. Crack up. To laugh a lot at something almost uncontrollably. बहुत जब हंसी हमारे कंट्रोल से बाहर चली जाती है. That is what crack up laugh is called. To laugh a lot, हंसते जाना, almost uncontrollably, when you do not have control on yourself, on that laugh. So I cracked up when I saw Tim dressed up like an elf. तो मुझे बहुत ज्यादा uncontrollable हंसी आ रही थी when I saw Tim dressed up as an elf. Elf क्या होता है? Elf is a dwarf, a gona. some more synonyms. Now this is the word trite. Trite का मतलब होता है which is not interesting or effective because of being used too often. बार बार वो चीज यूज हो चुकी है तो वो उसका इंटरेस्ट लूज हो जाता है. It is not effective anymore. That is trite. Look at the other words for trite: hackneyed, cliched, and banal. These are all words which where something which is used over and over again and it loses its charm, it loses its interest. So words used are trite, hackneyed, cliched, and banal. Admire, किसी को पसंद करना, admire करना, to feel respect and approval for. Respect, esteem, regard, admire. Curious, having a desire to learn or know more. किसी चीज के बारे में बहुत इच्छा रखना जानने के लिए. Curious, very anxious. Curious, having a desire to learn or know more. उसके बारे में और जानने की इच्छा रखना. Curious. Other words for curious: inquisitive, interested, inquiring. Curious, inquisitive, interested, inquiring. Brave. So feeling or showing no fear. Brave बहुत common word है. Brave के कुछ और similar words जो हैं: courageous, intrepid, one who is gutsy, and dauntless. That is another word for brave. Words related to sing. Singing से related कुछ words हैं: croon, serenade, belt out, and harmonize. ये singing से related इनके words हैं, similar meaning जो carry करते हैं. Crooning means to sing in a soft, low voice, especially in a sentimental manner. एक ऐसा sentimental song जो हमेशा always like it has been observed. Sentimental songs जो होते हैं वो बहुत soft और low voice में ही गाए जाते हैं. That is called crooning. I love this song. The singer croons like Frank Sinatra. So Frank Sinatra was a very, very amazing singer with an amazing voice. So he has been referred here. The singer croons like Frank Sinatra. Serenade. Serenade का मतलब है to sing or play a musical instrument to someone, traditionally to one's love interest in the open air. अपने प्यार का इजहार करना, सबके सामने दिखाना by singing or by playing an instrument. That is called serenade. Serenade, she serenaded him in the park. It was very romantic. She wanted to have a display of her love towards him. So she serenaded him in the park. She sang for him in the park. And it was very romantic. Belt out. Belt out means to sing loudly and energetically. So aapke pop, rock, all these kind of music, they are sort of belt out music. To sing loudly and energetically. Teddy belted out his favorite song at karaoke. So he sang in a very energetic manner at karaoke. Harmonize, to sing different musical notes that sound pleasing together. हार्मोनाइज एक ग्रुप में जो सॉन्ग गाया जाता है या कोई म्यूजिकल नोट जो ग्रुप में गाया जाता है एंड इट साउंड्स वेरी प्लेजेंट it sounds very pleasing to our ears, which is sung in a group. It is harmonized. The group harmonizes perfectly. Their voices sound great together. सबकी आवाज इतनी एक साथ बहुत अच्छी लग रही है. The group is harmonizing. They are singing in tune, in sync, in coordination with one another, and they're singing so perfectly. The group is harmonizing so perfectly. Their voices sound great together. Words related to smile. अभी हमने words देखे थे related to cry. Now words related to smile. Beam, grin, sneer, and smirk. Beam, to smile radiantly, in a very radiant manner, very brilliant, very lively manner, to smile radiantly. When you and Brad are together, you're always beaming. You're always so happy, so radiant. So that kind of a smile, a radiant smile is a beaming smile. Grin, to smile widely, बहुत ज़्यादा हंसना नहीं, but grin करना. So when it is said that when you show all your teeth and a big grin, he had a big grin on his face when he saw his sister after a long time. So I'm so happy that my sister will visit me. I cannot stop grinning. That white smile on my face is there because my sister is going to visit me soon. Sneer, to smile at someone or something with an expression on your face that shows dislike and a lack of respect. In negative smile, negative sense में एक smile होती है sneer, किसी की तरफ देखना और उसकी तरफ smile करना, एक तरह से taunt, but not in words but through a smile. The PhD student sneered at Tom for not having a graduate degree. तो एक PhD student ने टॉम की तरफ देख के स्नीयर किया बिकॉज उसके पास वो डिग्री, ग्रेजुएशन की डिग्री नहीं थी. So he smiled, but then in a very negative, awkward, sneering manner. Smirk, to smile in a smug, conceited or a silly way. Smirking, बहुत funny और बहुत silly way में हंसना. Jeff smirked at me when I lost and he won the first place. So he smiled in a very silly manner when I lost and he won. He got the first place. So he smirked at me. Words related to peace. Shanti, right? Harmony, accord, serenity, armistice. So these words are related to peace, जिसे हम हिंदी में शांति कहते हैं. Harmony. Harmony means calm or living in a peaceful way. एकदम शांत और एकदम शांति वाली जिंदगी. Living in a peaceful way. The two neighboring countries live in harmony with each other. So these two neighboring countries, they are living in harmony with each other. They are living in peace, in a very calm and a very peaceful manner. Accord, a situation or a state in which people agree, or it is also an agreement. तो हम agreement या हम agree तभी करते हैं जब हम peace maintain करना चाहते हैं, right? We want to have peace. That is why we make an agreement, or that is why we agree with the other person. The two nations stopped fighting and were able to reach an accord. An agreement, yes, we can also call it a pact, or the other word can be truce. ये सब peace से related words हैं. So, accord, truce, pact, treaty, then harmony, serenity, armistice. ये सब peace से related words हैं. So, the two nations stopped fighting and were able to reach an accord, a peaceful situation. They were able to reach at some agreement. Serenity, a feeling of peace and calm. His serenity during the argument was admirable. तो उस आर्ग्यूमेंट जो वहां चल रहा था, उसका वहां एक शांत होके बैठना was admirable. It was admirable. So I admired his serenity when that argument was going on. So his serenity during the argument was admirable. Armistice. Armistice, an agreement to stop fighting. Again, as I told you, कोई treaty, कोई pact, कोई truce, कोई accord, एक agreement के जैसे जब sign किया जाता है, that is where we make use of such words. So armistice be when an agreement is made to stop fighting. Both the sides in the conflict agreed to an armistice during the holiday. दोनों sides जो conflicting sides थी, जो लड़ाई कर रही थी, they agreed to reach to an armistice, to reach to an agreement during the holiday. They both decided to make peace, to make an accord, to sign a pact, to be in truce, and to live in peace. So they decided, or they went for an armistice to stop the conflict and to not to fight anymore. All right, my friends. So we have come to the end of this session today. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. I really like sessions on synonyms. It really is so interesting. It's so wonderful to build up your vocabulary bank. So if you've liked it, please click on like, please share, and also subscribe on my code, my referral code, which is SUMATI, Sumati. Please click on like, share, and subscribe on the given code SUMATI, and I'll see you very soon in my next session with a lot of interesting learning. Till then, take care, be safe, and happy learning. Bye.